So our extractor is a straight cut non-tapered design. Compared to a tapered extractor, you're only going to get engagement on the top leading edge. With our non-tapered extractor, you're going to get engagement top to bottom. You're also going to get bidirectional control. You're going to be able to tighten and loosen this fastener. And we also have a removal sleeve on here. We can actually use that removal sleeve, tighten it down lightly to the fastener, and it will provide stability. So we have a hex design on the back of this extractor, so you can put a socket over it. For a size 7, use a 17mm socket, and then we're using a 3/8 ratchet, and we can loosen this fastener up. Let's say it was seized in there, you could use the bidirectional capability to tighten and loosen to break that corrosion free. So now we can get this fastener all the way out of here. And once we do that, we have that removal sleeve here. So make sure to grab some pliers or a wrench, and then you can tighten it all the way down, and it'll push the fastener right off of this G-FORS extractor. That was the first option of using our Broken Bolt extractor kit on a socket cap screw. But let's say the head snapped off, or you're dealing with a bolt that snapped off. Now we're going to go into the threads. You want to line your extractor up. You want it to be just a little bit smaller than the threads. So in this case scenario, we're going to be using the size 4. To retighten this fastener back down, we're going to reuse the size 7, get it down to flush, and then we're going to hammer it back in so we can get proper engagement and torque it down so we can get a true test for the size 4. This also showcases you can reuse a fastener if you do not have a direct replacement available. So once we get this retightened back down, then you can use pliers once you get it all the way down, push that extractor right off of there like we did when we were doing it with the socket. And now we're going to start drilling out with our size 4 drill bit. Once we get this drilled out, now we can hammer in this extractor. You want to make sure you try to get this as centered as possible. After drilling out the hole with our size 4 drill bit, now you can hammer the extractor in place. When you're drilling into the threads, you want to drill as deep as you can because you want as much engagement with the extractor design into that fastener so you can apply as much torque as possible. This is going to give you that bidirectional control to tighten and loosen to break that fastener free. Once we get this fully out here, you can use that same socket you're using to loosen it up, grab some pliers, and get the fastener right off the extractor with our removal sleeve. So that is 2 different options to remove rounded out hex fasteners. You can use our RPT Socket Extractor, or you can use our G-FORS either into the hex head, or you can go into the threads if it's snapped off flush.